Like all the way. Like I was like, yo. So once you hear all this, like, you know, somebody go run up there, like they're actually planning the the movement.
No, that's it.
My guy's planning.
Don't put that on me.
It doesn't have to be the guy.
No.
It's gonna be some guy. Listen, I'm not gonna wake up the next morning when it can happen the night before, right? All the guy has to do is just roll up from behind, from the, you know what I mean? That's loose skin on. I'm here. Y'all saw me on the podcast. I was quiet. I was peaceful. I know nothing. You know what I mean? And I hope that the scales of justice will continue to remain. Loose skin on. That is a joke.
Fuck out of here.
Okay, moving on. Next topic. So, his name is Rochas, right? Rochas Okorocha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whose governor is that? Who's from Imo State?
That's my guy, man.
That's your guy.
He's your guy? Is that why you were? Oh, sorry.
You gonna offend your political connects, bro.
Honorable Rochas Okorocha.
But talk to your guy now.
Of Imo State.
Nah, nigga.
Right, keep the podcast going.
Talk to your guy.
I don't want to interrupt. Please go ahead.
Talk to your guy.
Bro, he created a statue, okay, of Jacob Zuma.
I don't really have a problem with that.
Excuse me?
Why not?
I don't really.
Do you know how much he spent on said statue?
I have a picture.
Listen to what I said.
In
Listen
Imo
to
State.
what I said.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with him making a statue of one of the greatest Africans that lived. I don't have a problem
Jacob
with
Zuma
that.
is one of the greatest Africans.
Yes.
Why?
He's great for South Africa.
They don't like him. They don't like him.
Nah, that's not true.
Bro, South Africans are confused out of their mind.
Why,
Jacob
like
Zuma is like Jacob Zuma.
He's the guy that took over from Mandela, right?
No, Thabo Mbeki took over from Mandela. Jacob Zuma
is the one after them.
And he's known to be the most corrupt.
Okay, that means I have my facts fucked up. I'm sorry. I take that
so
back.
I'm like Zuma is just like.
There's a statue of him in his village or something like that.
Alright, see this here. This is
Sorry.
also in Imo. I went to host something in Imo.
What is that?
It's a tree.
Of what?
Christmas tree.
Yes. Apparently this tree
God
cost
damn.
265 million naira to make. So
What?
I went to Imo to host something for for like the political.
I just like sights and sounds, man.
This is a tree and all of that everything was 265 million.
Yeah, but whose dick is that on your phone?
Jesus.
I'm just joking. It's jokes, guys.
That's a joke! But yeah, I mean, when I saw this, I thought, okay, that's a big tree. And then, now, another one has been done that's cost 560 million naira.
What, tree?
No,
No,
The statue. I thought, wow.
No,
guys,
Where are they getting this
I'm
money
in a
from?
group with a lot of South Africans.
No.
There are like 6 of them.
Really?
Everything
Yes, side by
costs.
side.
Everything costs.
Of
500.
Jacob Zuma.
No, like different people. Different.
And everything costs like half a
I don't know
billion.
if that figure is for one statue.
Oh, that I do
or
not know. I mean,
Well, he made 6 statues of like half a billion.
if it's one and you
no,
multiply
you
that by
can't
6.
spend 500 times. See, they will arrest
maybe
him.
that's
Where's the money
for
from? Like,
everything,
where's
yeah.
that money? Where's that money coming from?
My only issue with it is I think whether they owe workers salary or
Yes,
fine.
now.
they,
Yeah,
have,
so-
they have more pertinent issues they should be taking. I mean,
I saw a
every
video where
government
the
is
people were
Nigeria.
actually stoning his convoy. So they've had enough. They've had it up to here.
Yeah, and people got killed the other day at the market when they were doing
In Imo State.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it not possible that him erecting
So as we were saying, guys,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Wow.
erecting those statues could actually promote business in the state?
How so?
Business.
Is it possible?
How so? Yeah, but how so?
Creating a relationship with the said guys.
South Africans? They just educated me that South Africans
Apparently,
hate
he
this guy.
said, well, the reason why he created the statue was because he said he was going to give free education to some of the citizens. And he's going to make a charity that was going to help give free education. Zuma was
Jacob
gonna,
is giving.
yeah, it was going to make it. It was going to do a charity in Imo State that was going to give like free education to the students in where.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's enough for a statue.
Wait, so he spent half a billion to get somebody to do
To
a
pay.
charity
Yeah,
to
when
pay
he can
tuition.
just redirect those funds and do
That's-
Yeah.
and
I
give
don't
people
understand
free
what's going on
education.
there.
Right? Okay. Alright. This is Nigeria.
I mean, shout out to him, man.
But that place is really nice for like pictures though. So 1,000 likes.
For aesthetics, Instagram, IG.
Yeah, so if you go to where, I don't know, have you been there?
Many times.
Yeah, there's a place, there's that little square where they have like, like the rocks, like it's like fancy. I have a picture that has like, 1,000 likes. So shout out to you.
Vibes.
At least for
Thank
that.
you for creating Instagram background.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, our leaders just don't know what's going on. Both from the South African point of view and,
Nigeria.
Rochas is genuinely, as a person, is genuinely a good guy.
I believe so as well.
Genuinely a good guy.
Yeah.
No, as a person, he's genuinely a good guy. But I can say this as a blanket statement to almost all our leaders in power today. The people expect more. They expect responsible governance. They expect decisions that make sense and better more people rather than fewer. And I think the conversation is about the fact that this statue seems to benefit no one.
Yeah.
I think even Zuma himself would be like,
Okay.
a what?
The niggas that got the
Hey, what?
contract for the statue.
Where?
Hey, my nigga.
You know what I mean? Like,
They got the cake.
yeah, true. But I mean, so we just need you guys to be aware. Just like open your eyes and see what's going on. Drive
Get
down
off
the
Twitter.
street.
Get off Twitter.
Like, do you know what I mean? Or
don't
get
even
on
off-
Twitter.
Get on
Like,
Twitter
get on Twitter
and
and read what's
listen to
happening.
people.
No, get off Twitter because he
because
went
of
on
the
Twitter
tweets.
and gave Omojua
Omojua.
one quick one.
No, but like I feel like
But
you
I
should-
even like that. That's why I said I think he's a genuinely a nice person. Like, I like the fact that you're self-aware to be on Twitter. Because if you're on Twitter, you're going to see what people are saying, right?
but they're not listening to
What did he
they're
say
just
to
on
Omojua again?
Twitter.
He said,
He said it didn't say you're very stupid.
"You're very
Yeah, when you add the very, it's like this one is a madman. It really hurts him.
But then he now said that that the picture was photoshopped. He never responded to Omojua, and Omojua was like,
which is just crazy. Like,
And then
why is the
just-
governor
But was
of a state?
the picture photoshopped?
No,
Because
Omojua
I
said
did
he
see
got
on the
that mention.
timeline.
Omojua says
Omojua said he got that mention. He got that.
He actually saw it.
Yes.
He probably, do you
And
know
that's what he
Do
posted.
you know what probably happened? His social media manager probably like got the notification from Omojua, right? And was like, "What do I respond?" And then this guy was like, "He's very stupid." And then the social media manager was like,
Real
"Okay,
time.
you are very
You are
stupid."
very stupid.
And then
He said, "Wait, you said that out?"
crazy. I don't tell you to post it. And then
Delete.
Late. Too late.
and then they now tried to cover it up or something. I feel like that's exactly what happened.
Because I had gone down the whole time I'm looking for the tweets. I was
And
like,
you
oh my
couldn't
Yeah, I
god.
think
Like,
it lasted a few
But,
seconds.
but we know that there are a lot of fake tweets out there. So
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
very, like with me, I didn't follow the whole conversation, but I would have definitely gone to his page to go and check.
yeah, I did.
Because
It
there's so
wasn't
much
like-
fake news
yeah,
out there.
it was.
No, I don't. But then
Yeah, but
I
it
think,
won't be on his page if they deleted it. Like,
Yeah, but I also don't think Omojua would be the kind of person that would.
It won't
go
be on his
to-
page, but in a few seconds, people would retweet it, and you'd be able to see
The
people that
retweets.
retweeted it.
I wrote,
And it would say
tweet
this tweet is
deleted,
unavailable.
has been deleted.
Oh no, but what happens now is that if you delete a tweet, all the replies
disappear. It
like,
just,
No.
they're on the person's
But if
timeline,
someone
but-
quotes it with like laugh my ass out, the quote will still be there,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it will be said this tweet has been
Unavailable.
deleted.
yeah.
So ideally, what you're saying is
Yeah,
real.
the proof will be there somewhere.
what Omojua said is the tweet lasted 30 something seconds
right.
on there. Like, look up Omojua's reply when he said that tweet was Photoshop, blah, 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 blah. Omojua was like, no, look at the timestamp,
Yeah,
look
that's
at this,
what-
that,
yeah,
and the third. That's how I caught wind of what was happening. Okay.
So, but the whole point is that I like the fact that we're informed a little bit more because there's a lot of fake news out there.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't. Fake news is worse than politicians doing stupid.
So, like, fake news said you went to go and kiss Shigidi.
Actually, to be honest, well, I
started the fake
influenced
news.
it because I put, God freaking with the gods, quote unquote. So yeah, so
True.
yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next segment, which I know nothing about. April, God. We're talking about sports, people throwing balls around, and
Wow.
people touching each other.
Wow. Too many ways that could go. Move on.
Anyway,
I just wanted to let you off the hook there.
you guys are supposed to talk about. April sent me like some stuff that she wants you guys to talk about.
Some stuff.
Leicester City manager sacked.
Craig Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know how I feel about Leicester City anymore. Like, they had a season where they overachieved and...
No.
So now I don't know, like, what's their real level? Are they supposed to be fighting relegation, which was what they were doing for the one, or are they like a mid-table club, which is like between 8 and 12? Like, I don't know. They confuse me.
The league is so hard. The league is so hard right now. Football league is so hard that nobody has any form of consistency. Nobody has any form of consistency, right? We look at a Man City that you believe are going to blow everybody out of the water, right? But you can tell that the defense is
Until on their day they'll get
the
caught.
defense is weak and they could get caught out, right? You look at the Manchester United that are supposed to be completely stable, but you can tell that on some games they're going to struggle to score, right? And the problem is that if somebody can get easily 2 goals against you, you don't have enough of just vibrant play to be able to
get 3.
to be able to get 3 every day, right? You look at Arsenal, right? what's going on with Arsenal? Like, what's going on with Liverpool? 1 week you're great, the next 2 weeks you're not good. What's going on with Spurs? For 3 weeks you couldn't get a win at home. Like, because the league is so hard. And one thing that frustrates me about football right now is that we're trying to get short answers for seismic shifts in the game.
Yeah.
Like, there's a seismic shift in Premier League in the way what's happening for us has never happened. It has never happened where the best players in the world are all in one league. Never. It's never happened. So now, basically, the 17th team in the Premier League can buy players that the third team in other leagues can't afford. Right? So all the best players in the world are going to these 20 teams. No one knows what's going to happen. Is the champion going to have less points or more points? Right? And then the big teams can buy 3 teams that are the best 3 teams. Like, if you look at Man City's squad, it's fucking ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's
Yeah, Man
fucking...
City fan, right?
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Bolly, what team do you support?
United. Yeah.
Fuck outta here.
Gang. Scream.
So,
Once again, we need to vet these guys.
yeah. so for me, it's just like with the Premier League, it's like I'm an Arsenal fan and we get trolled more than anybody else.
We deserve it.
But when I look at the facts behind the thing, and this is another place where there's a lot of clickbait in football, it's like, I don't think Arsenal or Arsene Wenger have underperformed at all. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, money is making things good. And now that's the disappointment with Leicester City, because Leicester City have spent a lot of money over the last 2 years, right? But I don't think that the results that they want, they can get in the short time. And they need a long-term answer for the long-term health of the club. Nobody cares about that now.
Which is what? What's the long-term answer?
Get a coach. Go back to the guy that brought you guys all the way to where you
Nigel
are.
Pearson.
Yeah, go back to him and let him come back and sit the club and accept that you're going to suck 1 or 2 years, but he has the know-how and understanding of the club to give you guys long-term success.
Yeah, but I don't. That doesn't quite sit with me because they won the league. They played Champions League, got to semi-finals. They
Semis, care.
I mean, quarterfinals. I apologize. Sorry, right? My man said semis. It didn't even taste good. Cause like semi, right? So then the money came into the Premiership. They have an already decent team. I mean, nobody expected them to win the league next year again. But so this is what confuses me. Like, are you guys going to go back to relegation form, or are you going to be? To
be honest, I think now Leicester is a mid-table team. And that's what the owners don't want to accept. They feel like, and Everton is pushing for 7th, Southampton is pushing for itself. And the way they see themselves after winning the league is we can do what Southampton is doing. We can be
playing Europa League.
Like Leicester, Southampton is coming 8th without winning like 7 matches on the go. Do you get? They just getting that consistent 1-1 points that got them to 8th. So the owners like, we can do this. Do you get? So that's why they're actually buying these players, spending like 20 million on Ahmed Musa. That I think is really just not doing anything.
They bought the for 25, right?
Yeah, that's them. That's them. Yeah.
And they balled out too.
Slimani, Slimani was a player that was touted to come to Arsenal. Like, he's a proper striker. He came from Fiorentina, one of these funny like Italian clubs.
Wasn't it Porto?
No, but the thing is, I feel like the money that has just inflated is what's causing them to feel like they've spent so much. Because to be honest, the players that these guys have bought have not been standout players that will make a change like that.
Yeah, because
they got about Nacho. I think Ahmed Musa is a very average player.
But for Leicester City, I think they are the right
for him.
Yes,
because just like when a team had like Obina Onwafo when he was at West Ham, he was just an average player, but he thought he was going to come and just turn everything around. But he was just, when you're average, you're average. Yeah. At the time, he was on fire.
So here's the thing about the Premier League.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
To be honest, exactly.
It's too hard. Like, the Premier League is too hard, bro. Salah left Chelsea, couldn't get a spot. Went to
Roma, Fiorentina first.
Fiorentina, and was
Roma.
Scattering football there. Like, Cuadrado left Chelsea, couldn't get a jersey. Went to Juventus, starting jersey. In fact, before he went to Juventus, he went somewhere else. He came from Fiorentina, I think, too, right?
Yeah,
I was playing football. Like, the Premier League, all these guys like Dybala, Higuain, they come to the Premier League, they're going to struggle. Look at Lacazette last year, tearing up the Falcao, all these guys. And here's the truth about it. Like, no nobody has a permanent answer. This whole thing that Pep is doing right now, 1 or 2 injuries, 1 or 2 games can change the momentum completely because the Premier League is too hard. The only luck that's happening right now is that because teams aren't stable, which they're firing managers and everything so quickly. So even though Man City is unstable, so also is Stoke, so also is all these other guys. So averagely, the better players are still trying to win, right? Are still gonna win.
But managers don't have like job security.
I don't think Man City will struggle because that team, like, they already lost their best right back, Mendy. They already lost Company. Then they have players. Bernardo Silva hasn't really played. Gundogan hasn't played. Aguero now is riding the pine. Like,
I think they will struggle based on players. They'll struggle based on momentum. It's just like if something goes wrong,
they have enough quality for
something to
when they are playing 0-0. They have at least 6 players on the pitch that can win the game just because they are that good.
City's firepower is ridiculous.
Just because they are that good.
Guys, I completely agree with you. The whole point I'm trying to make is that at this point last season, everybody was talking about City the same way.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying this league is a foregone conclusion.
They re-upped though.
Right? Yeah, I know. But the point I'm trying to make, they re-upped last year too. Yeah. They had amazing players. They had Stones. They brought in Sane. They brought in Nolito. They brought in players last year, right? That they've gotten rid of again this year. So that stability is at some point is going to come into question, right? And the truth about it is that the league is too volatile. No one knows what's going to happen. The only thing that you can be sure of in the Premier League is that the cream is going to rise to the top eventually. That's all. You don't know what that's going to mean. It's going to mean 100 points. It's going to mean 60 points. You know that City, United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool are going to be top 6. Right? That's the only thing you can be sure of now because they end up spending more than everybody else. And Wendy doesn't know what the F we're talking about.
Thank you very much when you talk about sports. I have one scenario question for you guys.
Nah, the NBA season started yesterday. You serious? You about to go out? Hey, yeah, like she needs to leave, man. Like, really?
What scenario question? Is it about sports?
No.
Oh,
What?
you want to talk about NBA? You guys want to chat?
Yeah,
about
talk about the NBA.
Yeah.
Who talk? Who?
You guys, nobody watches basketball. I mean, you follow basketball.
I don't follow the season.
I'm not really.
Yeah, no, sorry, they don't.
I think Twitter made me start giving a shit about basketball when I was because I think the problem is that the match is like really late at night.
Yeah.
So like I would just wake up in the morning and I'm just saying, Durant. What is that one that used to throw 3 points?
Curry.
Yeah. So I'm just like, who are these people?
This guy is actually really funny. I love him.
As in, I was just like, so like, it got to a point where I would actually now start waking up to what the match, like the playoff. There were no playoffs. The final 5 matches they used to.
The NBA finals.
Exactly, those 5 matches. So I really got involved. But before then, I think that's the only sport that I didn't know anything about.
I know something about.
It's hard in Nigeria.
What do you know about basketball?
You know Mia Khalifa, the porn star. She like tweeted at Steph Curry her feet because she heard he had a foot fetish. That was interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with basketball?
He's a basketballer.
But since Steph Curry stayed with his wife, will she now admit defeat?
What do you mean stayed? He wasn't going anywhere.
No, he was setting up for a joke. Do you understand?
I don't understand. That's not a joke.
This is a double line.
No,
Yeah.
this is
Admit
not a joke.
defeat.
No, this is not a joke. This sucked.
This was.
You on a roll.
People are happy. People are generally happy.
I feel like people are always
You have
happy.
never been happy
Like,
with any of my jokes.
Your jokes are terrible, bro.
You understand?
Terrible.
Can I move on
I need
now?
you to do better.
You're wearing a knack hat,
this. Watch this.
and it's really nice. But if you were to fall, would we say that loose knack head for ground? That's a joke.
You know what? The problem is not him, it's you people. He's not the problem.
Here's the point. Everybody's happy except you.
joke-
Do you understand?
the joke
No, my
is
point is that
terrible.
everybody's happy
It's so
except
bad.
you.
It's a terrible joke.
But people are happy.
Bad. Like,
That's
like,
how terrible it is.
what the fuck?
But are they happy?
God. No, they are laughing at you. You are the joke now because you made a terrible joke.
But are they happy?
Are you guys happy?
They're happy. I get them 2 jokes back to back.
Remy has a
Terrible
crush on
ones.
Emma. He's always happy when he sees him.
Wow.
Anyway, see, look at him blushing. Anyway, sorry, that was a joke, guys. Nigeria, just one.
We be pushing the envelope sometimes. I think we should be happy in a way that people don't like. We don't yet have a huge following because
Yeah, the backlash,
some of
prof.
the things we say on Twitter are like.
So, back to my scenario question. Now that nobody watches the NBA apart from you, Luce.
And I was up watching games till 5 a.m. and they were great games. But I mean, I'll go talk to myself. It's cool.
And you
I'll
came
go holla,
late.
Key Connect. Man, Key Connect had that conversation. Yeah.
And you came late to recording.
30 minutes. I slept at 5 a.m. Got up at 9. Come on, cut me some slack. Thank you.
Slack.
I apologize for coming late though.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's your way. So I wanted to ask
let
you
that
guys,
one slide, huh?
if you guys were going to build an app. So Emma has been asking this question all week. He's been asking, if you have too much money, blah blah blah, and money is not an object, and you win $2 billion or something, what would you do? So I said, if you could create an app, don't limit yourself. What would the app do?
If I could create anything.
Let Bolly go first.
No, not really. Not first. Let me think of it. $2 billion.
Wait. If you have $2 billion, you don't need to create an app.
Oh my days.
Because if I want to create an app, I want to create a functional app that everybody use that I'll make money from.
But what she's saying is that what is an idea the idea that resources
Are not a problem.
you would put out to the world through the app format?
It's still my idea, uncle. Because I have plenty of ideas, though.
You do?
Yeah, I want to make
Actually,
a database.
this question, the only problem with the question is that what if the
idea is actually
great? And we're now 2 years from now, Wendy, really? So you started an app company. And,
You guys.
That's a good question.
So we can think of outrageous things.
Yeah, well, I would like a database of shiggities. I'm joking.
Oh my god. Oh dear.
I would have an app that was able to collect information from everybody's cell phone all the time. So if you told a lie, even if it's just a small lie, my app will immediately be like, liar! You liar! Trump just said, I did all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this red finger, liar! If you are lying to your baby, babe, I'm at work right now, you go and tweet, this program is going very well. You know what I'm saying? We'll just come and call you out for being a liar.
I'll have a very sexist app. I'll have an app for women where before you go on a date with a guy, you can find out what the sex is like, so you know whether to waste your time or not. I think women will invest in that.
I feel like everyone that's like that guy's joke as well. I feel like everyone would benefit from that.
Just women.
But
1 minute men won't want you to know that they're 1 minute men until you find out.
No, but I'm sure that that app is problematic in a
Again,
way.
back to
But
the
I
whole
can't
idea
think
about
of
1
it.
minute.
Oh
man.
my god.
Can we talk about that, right?
We talked about that last week, bro.
Yeah, but I want to hear his views, right? So my whole thinking is this. There's nothing wrong with the 1 minute man,
Yes.
right? Because he's efficient, he's having efficient sex.
Yes.
That the only reason he's having efficient sex is because the louder voice is women who take long to come.
Yeah.
Right? So women who take long to come say, you trash, yeah, you come so quick. But I'm like, the whole world is trying to do things quicker. Everybody's trying to do things quicker. Twitter, all this is, let me get my message out as quick as possible. Let me drive to the island as quick as possible. Uber, let me be able to get a cab as quick as possible. Let me get a hotel. Now, there are ways that you can book into a hotel and get your hotel key on your phone. So that when you reach the hotel, you just go straight to the elevator. Everybody's trying to do things quicker.
Oh, that sounds terrible, man.
Right? Yeah.
Except
Except
you open the.
It sounds like a setup for another shooting. Sorry, that's
You
not
only
my
go
thing.
straight to your phone.
Yeah, that could.
So you
there's
could only go to
scenarios where that could end poorly.
Yeah, but it doesn't, because hotels don't check bags, right? So it's as secure as anything. Anyway, here's the point. But basically, the point of this whole thing is that the whole world is trying to get quicker, and that if we could have sex quicker, it would help the whole world. Families would stay together. Husbands and wives that are raising kids, right? And the kids come in the night and they can't, that 30 minutes, the kids come out, hey, mommy, knocking on the door. You can be 1 minute.
Come in 1 minute.
And come in 1 minute, everybody's happy. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think of this bullshit?
Where, you see, is the woman going to come in 1 minute too?
Yes.
Everybody.
So I think what we should do now is to now shame women who take long to come.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? And be like, you take 1 hour to come. You know what I'm saying? The way they make fun of men that come in 1 minute. So everybody can get better, because we all know this, that coming is mental. It's a mental thing, right?
Or maybe Mirinda or Pepsi, something too sugary.
Women, buy my app
take
and
too much
avoid
sugar.
1 minute, man.
No, but I do believe
Somebody's
that.
actually going to
I do
create
believe
that
that. Yes, we should, that part where we say women stay longer. That should be upheld.
So we should shame women.
Now this is shame. I'm just saying, sister, I release. You know, sometimes you girls think that sex is gymnastic. You know, some think that you're doing cardio work. Now, if you think that I'm going to continue for how many minutes, 20, 30 minutes, you are not workout.
Bro, let me tell you, the whole idea of sex, listen, is selfish. Any woman that has come and the guy has not come, she's like, guy, get this shit over
That's
with.
not true.
Exactly.
She's trying to get the second one.
Yeah?
Yes, I agree.
No,
But
no.
however long it takes. The
No.
point that when she has come.
Listen, yeah. You know, before I used to think that they say all this multiple orgasm is a stuff. It's a lie. If you missed, no, it's true.
So you've
But-
never given a woman multiple orgasms?
No, I have.
Oh,
but the thing is
wow.
that- no.
Way to make it
Let's,
better.
my mother can be
Here's the point.
listening.
Even that statement is I believe, is sexist.
How?
Because you can't give a woman an orgasm, right? The woman,
Has to find it.
that's the whole thing about sex, is that everybody's responsible for their orgasm to some degree. You use somebody else. Like, hey, may I use mythical woman, your vagina to ejaculate with, right? And the woman is like, hey, may I use your penis to orgasm with, right? But ultimately, if a woman has made up her mind, I'm not going to come, or a guy has made up his mind, I'm not going to come, it doesn't work. That's why if you think you're going to come quick, what do they tell you? Think about things that are going to like
That doesn't
distract
work.
you. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Oh my
Depending
God.
on the
You see?
on your anticipation.
Share
I say
the
1
word.
minute man like that. I am.
My nigga. I'm with you, my bro.
This
I'm not
life
part
is
of that
tough.
club. I'm
You know what I'm
good.
saying?
You know, they say that I should think
Quicker,
of them.
quicker.
Think of them
I don't wanna
treating
be
my
quick, I'm
dog. Think of them.
Why?
My mother
I
walking
like
me.
to take my time.
What's the benefit
Nothing.
of taking your time?
Taking my time.
There's no benefit.
I like to enjoy it for longer, like 30, 40 minutes.
But what I'm saying is that longer year,
Yeah.
if you mistakenly make a woman come, that she not, sometimes it's
Say
just
mistakenly.
it's just like 2% come. Let her come. She's gonna start watching TV. I promise you. She's gonna get out and start making indomie. They are wicked. These girls, they'll be shouting, "Oh, you have not come. You have." If they come first, they will leave you. And I don't know. And I realize
Once they're
that.
done, so a woman's
will
expectation,
go.
a woman's expectation might be like, I'm gonna come 5 times. But once she's done with sex, and for most guys, it's like after the first time. Or I don't know about most. I hear people talk about rounds. And in my older year, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who does rounds?
You got
Like,
one good round in
you know what I'm saying, bro? Bro, I give it all I got. As soon as I'm done, listen, I advise you, we're going along. I'm like, look, I'm like 3 minutes away. Should I go back? Should I? What do you think?
Because you're not
one-
getting,
bro,
I got just one shot.
see, once we are there, my brother, to bring me back.
From arrival.
To bring me back, you have to like encourage me. You have to talk to me. I have to like, look, listen. What do you want to achieve? Is there another way of us achieving this? Like, you know, see,
I know, but in this Youthful Days, it's still round though. There are 3 rounds. You know, the first round is just a tip of the iceberg.
nah, bro.
The second round is the half of the iceberg. The third round is down the line. But so that
My question is, I want to ask you a question. How old are you?
I don't like saying my age on the public area.
Okay.
You know, but I'm
Are you your 20s or 30s or
you know, you like mid 20s, mid late 20s.
maybe that's why.
That you do rounds.
Emma is like 40.
When I was
so
younger,
he good.
Yeah.
right? When I was younger, like I was, as soon as I got to my late 20s, I'm like, look, this sex thing for me.
Well, that decline starts in 30s now.
No, it's not this. When I say decline, I'm not talking about. It's not a physical decline.
When
It's
you're a
like-
young guy, like you can be piping all day as a young guy.
Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like
But 30s, man, I give you 2 good ones. Let's
2?
watch TV.
2. And you say she can have 2.
No, I give you 2 good rounds. 2 30-minute rounds.
What? Brother, since I was in my late 20s, I'm like, can we do this in one time? Can we do this in one time? Can we? And maybe every woman I've had sex with has been lying to me, but I think a lot can be achieved in your one.
Absolutely.
I think
your
that
a lot can be achieved.
you know that there are some girls that they just want that one time. But there's some girls that once you finish that one time, you would think that maybe they will
That's the
start doing their
warm-up, yeah?
makeup and they'll start going.
Nah.
No, they will just say, what do you have to watch? You know that you are finished. When is that? Or do you have food?
Bro, I flee from those girls.
They will not get comfortable. You're not thinking, maybe wear your undies and go on. No, they're just getting ready. The second round, you're thinking is a game. You and I just touch your head. Are you okay? This is the end.
She's a married woman, so you can't really touch her head.
I'm sorry, mistake. Are you okay? But yeah, that's our experience. So nowadays, I just keep it celibate, and I just stay.
Who was that? Who was like on the
Liar! My app. See how my app works. You lied. My app will be perfect, guys. Perfect. Your phone will start beeping. Like, liar. Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for that laugh, guys.
what would your app be?
Wow. When I think of these things, I really should be thinking.
yes, you should.
Yeah. Probably like.
So you didn't even think of it at all.
I haven't thought about mine.
I've never. Maybe it has. I really like money. I really like food,
Shit.
Yeah.
and I really like lounging. So it'll be something that probably pays you to eat and relax. I don't know. That's some shit. Actually, bloggers do that already. So yeah, I don't know.
But the bloggers out.
I think of everything. I came up with the like best idea for now.
What was your idea again?
Like,
Oh, the 1 minute.
Yeah, you need to know like that guy. Nah, he won't. Break
I
my
feel
back
like the
tonight, so
listeners
fuck him.
should vote on this. Who has the best? Actually,
best
Bolly,
app,
what's
yeah.
your
I haven't
app?
thought about mine yet, so just give me a second. Before we wrap the show, I will just drop the bomb, boom, and
Oh,
I'm
you
sure
need just
I'll-
a minute, right?
as usual.
Okay.
I already said it.
Bars.
Just as usual, 1 minute. So
That was a nice attempt. But the people are not happy. If you notice. Understand?
My jokes usually are so smart, they go over.
And now you
Yes,
insult
yes.
us for having a bad joke. You had a bad joke, now you insult us.
No, you had a terrible joke, and they laughed at how
But
terrible
people
it
were
was.
happy. You understand? So let me ask you a question.
I'm just here to
I want to
crack
ask you a question.
great jokes.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm listening to you.
The statue of Zuma in Owerri, is it a good statue?
I haven't seen it, so I can't answer that question. I haven't even looked at the picture.
Has
ever.
anybody seen the statue?
yeah, send the picture.
Is it a good statue?
Like the quality.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good statue.
But the people are not happy.
Okay.
He's
So
using.
what's your point? No, I'm trying to find
It's
out.
not about the quality of the statue.
Everybody happiness.
About the happiness of the people.
Okay, here's
You
my
understand?
question to you now that
Okay,
you brought
go
that
ahead.
up. Do you think Rocha Sokoricha was thinking about the happiness of people when he made that statue?
Yes. He was thinking about the happiness of someone.
The person who was the happiness, is that person happy? Which I presume should be Zuma, right? Is he happy?
Now, you are coming down to the core of my point.
Okay, which is what?
The statue itself has a benefit to someone,
Okay,
but the people were not happy.
okay. He
I
wasn't
only
thinking
speak
about
for
the
people.
people, so the people's
Just kidding.
benefit doesn't fuck with him.
That's so. I agree with you that your humor doesn't benefit the people. It benefits somebody.
Me, I'm happy.
Yes, as long as you realize that your happiness, your joking is not for the people are not happy. That's all I want you to
You
do.
guys.
But me,
As long
I'm
as
for the
I-
people.
Okay.
That's all.
So even if your
it's
jokes
not
are terrible,
do you understand?
even if your jokes are
As
terrible
long
for
as the people are happy. See, I didn't even just tell a joke now. Look how happy the people are. The people are happy. Do you know what I'm saying? They're happy.
Okay.
But
Bolly, have you thought of your app idea, please?
I'm gonna just hold that.
Okay.
Are you about to wrap?
an app that differentiates between just normal statues and
No,
spiritual-
it has to do with women.
spiritual
It has
gods.
to do with women. Huh.
It has to be. So I really like
You guys, your lives really revolve around.
my life.
women pay.
We
Like
pay
women
once.
buy music. Women, if you provide the right product for women, you make money.
You know what somebody
An
should
app
do?
that tells you, oh, I got this shit, man. I got this shit. Oh shit. Oh, an
That's
app,
terrible.
an app that women can put that measures your heart rate when different parts of your body are touched, so you can know where your most sensitive zones are. So you and your partner
Erogenous
can figure out what will make you come quicker.
And you can call it erogenous.
Erogenous, the erogenous app.
Perfect. That's the app.
So,
that's the
yeah.
app.
So it makes everybody come.
So this is a
quicker, which is nice.
collective idea.
Yeah. That's
Most
the app.
women know what makes them
Please,
come
I
quick.
want to put this out into the
Most
world.
women.
Not
Huh?
true.
You say what?
Most women know their spots.
No, I think you're
Not
thinking
true.
maybe porn stars, foreign girls,
I'm not saying-
Nigerian women.
Yeah,
are
but I'm
not.
not making an app for Nigeria. I'm making an app for the whole world.
Wow.
I don't think that that's true. Also, most women are very young because the world is very young now, and most young people are discovering
You gotta
their bodies
discover your
sexually.
body.
and women are women are in the patriarchal, toxically patriarchal society, right?
Feminism and
Women are
its
women are not allowed to express themselves fully sexually, so men are easier to like know. Like I know since I was very young, I knew that
We don't need
BJs
to know.
and
You're
HJs.
actually giving
Yes,
a lot of
BJs and
information.
HJs don't work for me.
HJ.
Shit.
Oh,
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? They don't like you can be there for hours. Literally. And
know-
some women have been like,
Hey, man, I'm into
hold
it,
my
just- oh,
there,
God.
I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Later,
Hey.
one new bicep later, they're like you know what I'm
Instablog
saying?
Nigeria. BJs and HJs.
That's
Don't-
Hey,
These are incredible. But you guys know something? Nigerian blogs are actually going to run with this story. You people think they're joking.
That's the headline. I was about to say headline.
The Nigerian blogs can run with anything.
But you are the one that you literally just gave them.
you didn't have to say that, but you said
But it's not news.
It says news.
They didn't know that before you said it.
It's not news.
Okay. Anyway, please, I want to put this out into the universe, into the world.
nigga.
Somebody should do a gym for like a female-only gym. I would really, really appreciate that.
Why?
Thank you.
Why is that?
For like with Muslim women that probably want to work out without men being there. I feel like
But there's no gender.
there is gender.
So, would you, a man that's
Oh my God.
identifies as a woman,
A trans woman.
yes, would you allow that
Yes.
trans woman come to the gym?
Yes.
Okay. What about a trans man? Would they be allowed to come to the gym?
No, because a trans man is a man.
Okay. So much to.
So much.
You don't see
But I'm
how this
trying.
could be problematic.
But you can see I'm trying my
No,
best.
we could no. See, there's gender. There's
Is there?
male.
I thought you
There's
said there wasn't.
female, and I said gender roles. Kill them all. That's what I said. Gender exists. Sex is different from gender. Oh my God.
Yeah, go ahead.
How did I?
Go ahead.
Okay. Sex is what you are born as, right? So you were born with a penis,
Male.
male, and you identify as a man, therefore you are male. You're not trans, you're male. That's cisgender. CISG.
So basically, sorry, what you're saying is
DER.
if you're born with a penis, but you don't identify as a man, that means
You're
you're
trans.
Trans, yeah. So if you are born with a penis, but you identify as a woman, you are a trans woman.
And this identifying is I just have
Which
to be
means
like,
you are transgender.
I'm not a man. Like, so right now I can identify as a woman just because.
Do you identify as a woman?
No, I'm trying to understand myself. Of course not. I identify as a man because that's.
So imagine now that however you felt your manhood.
Yeah,
imagine
that's
you
how
felt
that's how a
That way
trans,
about-
that's how a trans woman would feel.
So that doesn't, like-
literally childhood.
Okay, so here's my question. Like,
How do
he's
we-
a
how do
he's
we
a man.
get- how do we
He's a
get
man,
here?
right? He has a beard. He has all characteristics of a man, but he feels like a woman and he identifies as a woman.
She, yeah.
I think I like the word identity as opposed
Identify,
to feel.
yeah,
Supposed to feel, right? So identify. So I definitely identify as a man, even though I feel like a huge part of me is.
Yeah, but what
I've-
informs that identity?
Yeah, no. Let me explain what I mean.
Instablog Nigeria.
Yeah, let me explain what I mean by this, please. I mean, they can say whatever they. Anybody can say whatever they say. I feel the femininity in me, and what I mean by that is that there are things that and maybe I'm also, maybe it's the difference between my dad and my mom, right? And I'm using, you know, sometimes say weaker is feminine, stronger is male. These are also bad terms, but I feel like I'm very again, yeah, let me not go down this road because I'm using emotional to be male or female.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not proper.
Yeah, it doesn't apply.
Yeah, it doesn't apply. So yeah, go ahead.
I'm just more confused than I was when we started. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just talking about identity. I'm definitely
Yeah, I can't-
identify as a man, right? I feel like a man, identify as a man.
yeah, but what informs like a man born as a man, right? Everything. What informs that? Let me not use the word confusion. What informs that? Everything about me says man, but I identify as a woman.
That's what a trans person is, and only
We
a trans
don't
person
know
can answer
what
that.
only a trans person can tell you.
Can we get a trans person on the show? We should.
We don't
don't
have
think a
many
trans person would-
trans people in
Yes,
Nigeria.
come here and
Bobrisky has not said he's trans.
Because I need to understand that, like, what informs that decision to be like, everything about me says man. It's just like everything about me says I'm a black person, but I just identify as a white person. Like, yeah, what informs it?
But see,
I'm asking, this is a genuine, honest question.
Okay. Maybe should we round up the podcast and we can have this conversation?
I mean, let's round up the podcast. I feel like one day, I've said this already before, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to have like hyper mega feminists and like
Conversation here.
yeah, like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm
I can't wait.
Please, let's do it like next week also.
No, next week, got these guys on here.
We have a
Yeah. So, but race is more about how the world reacts to you. It's more social construct. It's not about like if I was born with all white kids around me, until somebody said, "Hey, you're black and you should be treated differently."
Yeah, I get this.
It wouldn't.
I get
right?
this. Maybe that was a bad example
Yes.
that I used. But I'm just saying, what informs this?
But boys and
identity?
girls, early on in your life, very early on, you don't know that you're black.
until
right?
you maybe go to America or
Until you go
see
to
a white
America or
person
something, or you see a white person, but you know that you're a boy.
Okay.
Now, imagine that when you were growing up, you knew that you were a girl.
But you have everything says boy about you.
So
Yeah,
that's what a trans
externally,
person's
yeah.
experience is, as I've understood it. Of
I'm going
course,
to
you know
research this shit.
what I'm saying.
You
So that's all.
should. So you should watch. Tyra Banks was interviewing a bunch of trans children. Like, yes, she was one of the first people like that brought them on TV years ago when she had her show. Then you can also, there's Backcroft TV as well on YouTube. They do like, they interview trans people and everything. You can listen to podcasts. There's a woman that is documenting the life of her trans child. It had basically trans daughter, so was born male, is living female, and like there's all that stuff. And I feel like listening to the stories of children, like children in that stage that are like, no, mommy, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl, blah blah blah, will also shed light on stuff like that. But anyway, Bolly,
Yeah.
do you have anything coming up? Any shows, movies?
Well, I just wrapped up a set with Some Killing, who I think is really beautiful.
She's so pretty.
But she's married. She's married people just leaving the market. But yeah, there's a movie coming out with Biola Alabi production. Look out for that. And then I get on set on the 30th of October.
I love using that
TV
balloon.
series, which I'm very excited about. But you can always watch things men say. Did you get a box with a box that was like Yoruba Demon face? I don't know. We're selling that.
Just can you get that to us?
Yeah, I would. I have
And
to produce that too.
yeah.
But you don't have a gold chain, so I don't know how you're riding.
I'm not. They just use my face, so I don't know. I don't identify as a Yoruba Demon.
What is things men say?
Things men say is basically this. Well, you know, a good chatty conversation with men, and talking about the things we would say behind the camera, but this time in front of the camera.
Where is it?
It's on Box TV. It's online. And
YouTube?
I've seen a few
Yeah,
episodes
yeah,
with
yeah.
Ajibota.
Yeah. So that's,
Nice.
and then Lagos Big Boy, obviously, if you know.
Yeah, Lagos Big Boy is on Indani TV, right? Yeah. Okay.
All right, so yeah, so that's about me. By December, G-Wagon, look out for that. And thank you for having me on the show. I had a great time. I'm waiting for my chicken and my drink. That's what I'm waiting for now. So thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Wendy's gonna take care of all that as soon as we get off camera.
Bolly's handles are
Bollylomo
Our
most
shit.
everywhere.
I got the real handles. Oh, bro, do you know Filet?
I'm just thinking about maybe I should be trans wealthy. I'm really thinking about it like, wow. Wow.
Oh, you're
no,
still
you,
on
you
that?
can't be trans
Yes,
wealthy,
I
bro.
absolutely can.
That's not how it works. But okay, we're gonna wrap up the show.
Bollylomo on
Filet?
all
Who's
social
Filet?
media. And
You don't
that's
know
it,
Filet?
really.
I'm watching Filet.
They're going to speak
Guys,
up.
thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you.
We're out.
The middle girl.